How to stay profitable in e-commerce despite the increase in fees. Sobrang dami kong nakikitang e-commerce sellers. Nakafocus sila saan? Sa pagtaas ng sales. Akala nila basta mataas ang benta, automatic, malaki na yung kinikita nila. Pero let me give you this reality. Kahit gaano pa kataas yung sales mo, if you do not know your numbers, baka napupunta lang yan lahat sa mga platform fees, mga discounts, at sobrang daming expenses. And if you are a seller, I'm sure na experience mo na to. Ang taas ng sales na pinapakita sa Business Insights. Pero pagtingin mo sa bulsa mo, halos wala nang natitira. And this is the reality for so many sellers. Even ako, that's something that I personally experience. Kaya I created this video because I do not want you to go through the same things. Now, let me ask you another question. Di ka ba nagtataka kung bakit hiwalay-hiwalay ang mga fees? May mga service fee, transaction fee, commissions, order processing fee, sobrang dami. Bakit nila hindi ginagawang isang singular fee lang siya? Alam niyo ba kung bakit? And that's very simple. Para hindi mo matrack ng maayos ang mga numbers mo. All these fees are designed to confuse you para hindi mo alam kung magkano na ba talaga ang kinakaltas ng mga platforms. And next, sa Business Insights, alam ko na experience mo na to. Sobrang laki ng sales amount na nakikita mo. Ang saya tingnan. Parang sobrang ganda ng benta mo. Bilyon-milyon. Pero after you consider all the fees, the discounts, the promos, when you check the bottom line, magugulat ka na lang. 1 million beta mo, pero yung bumalik sa'yo na profit, wala pang 100,000. And let me be honest with you, sobrang hirap naman talaga. And platforms design it that way. They show you the top line sales, di pa kasama dyan yung mga canceled, yung mga discounts, yung mga fees. And when you really check the account statement, doon mo makikita ang babalak pala ng pumasok sa bank account mo. And if you are a single seller, di mo na halos natatrack yan. Kasi you have to take care of content, postings, product sourcing, marketing, at sobrang dami pang iba. And as a result, usually nakakalimutan nyo na ang profitability. And at the end of the day, ito yung pinaka-pain point ng sobrang dami kong nakakausap na seller. Benta ng beta, pasok ng stocks, push ng push, pero at the end of the day, walang ipon. Tapos pag-usapan natin ngayon, ang hirap na nga, lalo pa nilang pinapahirapan. Tumataas pa rin ang mga platform fees. Based on my last checking, nasa 20% minimum na ang kinukuha ng platform. Tapos nagdagdag pa sila ng 5 pesos order processing fee. Kaya sobrang hirap na talaga maging profitable. And if you don't know your numbers, sobrang hirap maging seller. Kaya I'm making this video because I genuinely want to help you understand your number and be more profitable. Kasi this is the truth. Lahat ng mga strategies na binibigay ko, lahat ng mga tips and tricks, it only works if you know your number. And at the end of the day, you are in profit. That is the goal. Hindi mataas na benta. Remember that. Kaya in this video, don't worry kasi bibigay ko sa'yo ang exact roadmap na ginagamit ko for you to know your numbers. Anong campaign ba dapat mong salihan? Anong campaign yung hindi mo dapat salihan? And most importantly, bibigyan kita ng mga strategies that you can use to become more profitable in e-commerce. At kung aabot ka sa dulo ng video, may free gift pa ako sa inyo guys. Template and calculators that I personally use for my own stores. Story ready? Let's go! Huwag na nating patagalin pa. First things first, alamin muna natin kung magkano ba talaga ang platform fees ng store mo. Hindi yung average, hindi yung generic, but what it actually is. Estimate is not enough. You need to know the actual percentage. And this is one of the common mistakes I see so many sellers make. Ina-assume lang nila na 18, 20, pero when you do the math, when you break it down, nasa 23 pala or nasa 25. And yung 7-8% na yun, that's already your profit na nawawala. Aside from that, bakit mas sobrang importante malaman ang actual figures? Knowing your numbers also help you strategize and mas malalaman mo kung saang platform ka dapat mag-push. For example, mas mababa ang fees ng TikTok compared sa Shopee. So your price in TikTok can be lower than your price in Shopee. That means, at the end of the day, the profitability is the same, pero mas nakapag-push ka nun sa TikTok, and as a result, you get more sales and more top-line profit for your store. Now, tuturuan naman kita malaman kung paano mo makukuha ang actual fees mo. Sobrang dali lang nito. You can do this in 5 minutes. So first, pumunta ka sa mga completed orders mo. Then I'm gonna teach you how you can reverse engineer para makuha mo ang exact fees na kinukuha sa'yo ng mga platforms. So first, kunin mo yung total fees na kinuha sa'yo ng platform and then divide it by the total cost of the item. Tapos times 100. And that is the platform fee na kinukuha sa'yo ng platform. So let me give you an example para mas ma-visualize mo lalo. Platform fees is 45 pesos. At sa item na to, the total cost is 200 pesos. Times 100, and your platform fees is 22.5%. Ganun lang kasimple. Tapos let me give you another pro tip. Hindi sapat na sa isang item o sa isang order mo lang siya gagawin. You need to do it for 3 to 5 to 10 items. That way, makukuha mo yung actual average platform fees ng items mo. From there, mas malalaman mo na kung anong strategies ang pwede mong gawin and saan ka pwede mag-invest. Now, let me give you another pro tip. Ito yung ginagawa ng sobrang daming sellers and I personally use this strategy myself. Sobrang simple lang nito, honestly. And I'm sure alam mo na to. It's to create more accounts. Alam mo ba na for every new account, meron silang 3 months na walang platform fees. Ibig sabihin, kung ano ang beta mo, diretso yan sa profit mo. Another thing na hindi alam ng mga sellers is that your BIR and DTI set allows you to create up to 8 Shopee accounts. You heard me right, 8. Imagine this, kung gumawa ka ng bagong account, kahit 500 pesos lang ang daily sales nito, kapag meron kang 8 accounts na 500 ang sales lahat, that will be 500 times 8 times 30 days, which is 120k in sales. Just like that. Tapos sabihin natin na 50% ang profit margin mo, that's already 60,000 in profit dahil lang gumawa ka ng maraming accounts. This is truly one of the most underrated and underutilized strategy in the e-commerce space. Hindi rin siya sobrang complicated or sobrang hidden na strategy. A lot of sellers know this, pero hindi lang nila ginagawa. So this is me reminding you that you have to create as much account as possible. Kasi pinili natin tong e-commerce. And we have to play the game right. That is the only way we can win. And in today's time, kulang ang 1 account. Lalo na sa sobrang taas ng platform fees. You need to take advantage of all the benefits and perks na binibigay ng mga platform. That is the way you win. Tapos imagine this, kung gagawin mo rin yan sa Lazada at TikTok, that's over 100,000 in extra profit dahil lang ginawa mo ang simple strategy na ito. Kaya kung hindi mo pa ito ginagawa, now is the time to try it. And don't get overwhelmed kasi alam ko ang dami 8 accounts, sobrang daming listing, sobrang daming store na i-manage, but do it 1 store at a time para hindi ka ma-overwhelm. To make this even easier for you, bibigyan kita ng simple affidavit that you can submit to platforms so that you can create multiple account for 1 single BIR. Now that alam mo na ang mga platform fees mo at marami ka ng account, tuturuan naman kita on how to choose the marketing campaigns that you should join. Isa sa pinakamaling mindset ng mga sellers is that they see marketing as an expense. Pero here's the reality. Kapag tama ang strategy mo, meron kang clear goal, at alam mo ang mga numero mo, at ma-execute mo ito ng maayos, marketing is never an expense. It's an investment towards your brand, towards your store. Kasi babalik yan sa'yo 3 times, 5 times, even 10 times. Pero ayun, we have to pick and choose what marketing to do. Kasi hindi yan effective lahat and hindi maganda ang balik ng lahat. And I will teach you how you can choose properly. And the key to this is knowing what's marketing expense and ano yung marketing na investment. Pero bago tayo pumili kung saan natin ilalagay ang budget natin, kailangan muna natin ma-identify kung anong type of store meron ka. Kasi lahat ng store, hindi pare-pareho ang setup at ang strategy. Usually, ganito yan. May 3 klase ng stores. Number 1, volume stores. Ito yung store na mababa lang yung margin, pero their goal is to get a lot of orders. Number 2, ito naman yung mga personal brand stores. Pataas yung margin nila, and they're happy with a few orders kasi their profit is high. And lastly, ito yung mga niche na product stores. For the third one, usually maliit lang yung market nila. pero their margins is high and their customers are in need. Kaya bago ka pa gumawa ng strategy sa mga ads, sa mga promo, and sa mga pricing mo, kailangan mo munang alamin what type of store you are. So first, let's talk about volume stores. For stores like this, usually mahihirapan ka ng gumastos sa ads and sa affiliates. And if ever nagagastos ka, you need a ROAS of 15 or even 20 para lang maging profitable. That's why, instead of focusing heavily on ads, mas maganda, use your energy and focus on increasing your conversion rate and your AOV. The goal is actually very simple. You have to maximize the peso profit per order. Think about this. If you are getting 3,000 orders monthly, tapos napataas mo lang ang AOV mo ng 20 pesos, that's already an extra 60,000 in revenue. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying na huwag ka gumamit ng ads. Pero hindi yan ang strength ng store mo. Return on investment. That is the name of the game. And if you are a volume store, you can't focus on ads kasi marami ka ng orders. Instead, you should focus on average order value and conversion rate. So paano? You have to use vouchers, you have to use bundles, and you have to use promos. And if you want to know more about this, I have a flywheel video kung saan tinuro ko to lahat in depth. And alam ko, iniisip mo, hindi ako gagastos sa ads, pero gagastos ako sa mga vouchers. And that is exactly correct. Kasi what did I tell you guys? The name of the game is peso profit per order. Hindi more orders. Another strategy na maganda for volume stores is yung best prices in Shopee. At iba pang mga platform campaigns na walang extra added fees. So kapag volume store ka, you have to avoid mga campaigns na may extra fees ka pang babayaran. Tulad ng MTV or Mega Discount Voucher. Okay? Nakuha mo yun? Good. Now, let's move on to personal brand stores. Since you are a personal brand stores, dapat mataas ang margins mo. You have the budget and you can afford to spend on ads and affiliate marketing. And that is the best way to go. For stores like this, the name of the game is to maximize the number of orders. Kasi malaki na agad ang kinikita mo per order. So you should focus on getting more orders. For stores like this, pwede ka sumali sa mga campaigns like MDV, Coin Cashback. Why? Because your margins can afford it. Yes, mataas ang fees. Pero with your margins, kaya mong i-sustain. And the best part is, ang laki ng hatak sa orders. Personally, ito yung pinaka-paborito kong store type. Kasi you can really take advantage of all the marketing tools within the platform. And kaya mong pataasin ng sobra ang orders mo and sobrang taas ng profit mo. And last but definitely not the least, ito yung mga niche na product stores. Usually for these, you have decent or high margins. And your main advantage is hindi saturated ang market and hindi siya ganun ka-competitive. That means you can comfortably invest in ads and you don't need a super high ROAS. 10 to 12 ROAS, that's already a lot to stay profitable. The key to make this type of store successful is you have to use targeted ads and a strong product offering. Since may loyal buyers ka na sa store. Kasi think about it, people already need and want your product. Kailangan ka lang nila makita and doon papasok ang ads and kailangan mo lang sila makonvince na bumili sa'yo. Now, let me tell you this. Affiliate marketing, that is the best you can use for all these type of stores. Bakit? Kasi ang kagandahan with affiliate marketing is you only have to pay kapag pumasok na ang order sa store mo. Wala kang upfront na gastos. So, it's low risk and sobrang taas ng potential return. The key to making this work is to make sure na tama ang pagse-set up mo ng campaign. Hindi ko na masyadong i-discuss ang full details sa affiliate marketing kasi I have a dedicated video that discusses this in depth. So be sure to watch that after this. By the way, since umabot ka na sa part ng video na ito, I want to give you a bonus. A Google Sheets profitability calculator that I personally use. Sobrang dali lang gamitin ito. Ilagay mo lang yung mga data and percentage na tinuro ko sa'yo kanina and automatic nyo nang ilalabas kung ilan talaga ang profit margin mo. No more guessing, no more manual computation, all fully automated. This way, mas madali mo ring makikita kung sulit pa talaga ang strategies mo at kung paano mo pa siya pwedeng i-optimize. Nice. On top of that, magdadagdag pa ako ng revenue and expense calculator para mas madali mong makakalculate kung magkano ba talaga ang gross profit na pumapasok sa bank mo. Kasi ang goal ko sa video na to is very simple. Baguhin ang mindset mo. Sales and revenue is not important. What truly matters is kung magkano ang kinikita mo at ang nauuwi mo. Kasi sobrang daming sellers na nakafocus on the wrong thing, such as the sales, the number of orders, pero at the end of the day, remember guys, kita, profit ang magpapatakbo ng negosyo. And lastly, tuturuan naman kita ng tamang pricing strategy. Pero take note guys ha, hindi mo dapat taasan lahat ng presyo mo para lang tumaas ang profit mo. Kasi I've tried this and I'm sure nasubukan mo rin. Mawawala lang ang benta sa store mo. Ang strategy na ibibigay ko ay para sa mga bagong products na ipapasok mo sa store mo. Kailangan mong i-price ang product mo at least 30 to 40% higher than the landed cost. So kasama na dapat dito ang product cost, shipping, packaging, and platform fees. Bakit? Kasi kailangan mo ng allowance para magbigay ng mga promos, mag-run ng mga ads, and magbigay ng mga discounts. And ito yung hindi ginagawa ng mga sellers. Hindi sila naglalaan ng budget for marketing. At kung sobrang baba naman ang margins mo from the start, kahit sobrang dami mo pang orders, wala kang kikitain. Now, let's move on naman sa mga existing SKUs mo. A good rule of thumb is to increase your prices by at least 5% every 3 months. And in 1 year, that's a 20% increase na makakatulong sa profit mo. That is just a simple strategy na kailangan mong gawin para makasabay ka sa mga platform fees at sa inflation. Alam ko na ang usual concern nyo dito. Mawawala ang benta kapag nagtaas kayo ng presyo. Pero that is the wrong mindset. Because the reality is, increasing your prices gives you the budget to invest in marketing, which in turn leads to even more sales. Remember guys, e-commerce today, and to win it is not about having the cheapest price. Ang laban ngayon, it's about exposure and branding. Kung sino yung nakikita ng customers tuwing nagsa-search sila, at kung sino ang may pinakamagandang offer. So let's quickly do a recap. Number 1, dapat alam mo kung ilan ang platform fees mo. Eksaktong amount. Hindi pwedeng hula-hula lang guys. Number 2, you need to price your product correctly. Tandaan, walang kwenta ang million in sales kung halos zero ang profit margin. Number 3, choose the right campaign and strategies na pasok sa store mo and sa store type mo. Whether volume ka man, or branded ka, or you have a niche store. And number 4, know when to use ads, affiliate, mga vouchers, and mga promo. Hindi lang dapat ginagawa mo ang lahat. You need to have a clear goal and an even clearer strategy. And lastly, ito yung pinaka-importante. You need to track your profit every single month. Hindi ka kakita as a seller if hindi mo alam ang profit margin mo and kung magkano talaga ang kinikita mo after expenses. Now, kung gusto mo makuha ang eksaktong profit calculator na ginagamit ko, I want you to comment profit down in the comments. And make sure na nakasubscribe ka para makita ko ang comment mo. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I have a long-form video on profitability na dinidiscuss ko to even more in-depth. If you want to see that video, comment yes in the comments and i-release ko rin ito. And if you want an even longer video on profitability, I have one kung saan tinakal ko to in-depth in our exclusive community. So kung gusto mong sumali, wherein you can enjoy exclusive benefits, weekly webinars, free coaching and advice, all for free. If you want to join our exclusive community, comment join in the comments and we will send you a link to register, all for free. And as always, keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.